Indeed, if this Drow lineup works. As the panel says, it's pretty squishy. A lot of it's going to be reliant on that Doom to be on the front. It's going to be a little harder to sort of do so, though, as it isn't that core Doom. It is that position 4 Kaka Doom that's going to be moving around the map. So let's have a look. Vici Gaming themselves, some strong picks once again. The Ori Sniper, lots of ways to keep him safe, a lot of control from their heroes. Yang as well, that Centaur Stampede's always going to be there to make sure that Ori can reposition successfully. So Keen Gaming, they have to what? They have to dominate the lanes.
They have to, I mean, they absolutely need to have a really, really good start in this game. I think just like Kyle was saying, Puck needs to go off because their team fight's pretty limited. Their team fight is really relying on Yi having a good start, because otherwise you look at their 4 heroes and it's like they don't team fight well at all. You look at Vici's and they team fight very well. I think this Centaur pick was super good. I think whenever you can really have Centaur versus Drow, it's nice because everybody can collapse on top of her. And in the, sometimes Razor versus Drow is not the best, but now it completely changes it, because now you're always going to be able to keep that link and get on top of the Drow, or almost always.
So, I mean, why do you think that Keen did settle on putting all 11 on that Wind Ranger? Like, what does this hero do? Obviously, there's reasons why this hero is not incredibly popular, but what can it do that works out nicely for Keen?
Well, the thing is, they see the Razor, right? They see the Razor, and they also see Shadow Shaman, so this at least is able to benefit off of that Drow aura. They can kill the Serpent Wards easily from a distance. You don't really benefit too much from that precision aura, just like Kyle was saying too. Like in the past, sure, but your focus fire gives you that 450 attack speed already when you use it. But I think just being able to bully and never really worrying about linking, like you're never going to get linked as a Wind Ranger. You're always going to be able to win run and kind of run away, provide you some more disable. It's a hero that's really unexplored, so not too sure, and we'll see what Old 11 can do with it.
Let's have a look. We'll see what the lanes settle down to be. It's going to be Yang and Fade starting up top, up against this safe lane of Dark and Old Chicken.
They get themselves a pretty good lane, too, because now the Wind Ranger is versus that Razor. So immediately you see Razor gets the 8 damage stolen anyway, but...
yeah, it's unlikely to ever be much more than that.
Yeah.
And the mid lane, Sniper versus Puck, a matchup where Ori should have a pretty good start in the lane this time around, would you say? As obviously last game, Ori did sort of lose out on the 1v1 for the first 5 minutes or so. Yeah,
it's going to be a lot based on like headshot procs and stuff inside that lane matchup, because Puck does have a high base damage advantage in this one, and you have high burst and ways to get on top of the Sniper, so it can be a little bit scary for that Sniper, but it should be, for the most part, a bit of a trade farm depending on how much like harassment comes on. It's the proc chance, right? Do you get a lot of headshot procs, or you're going to get a better harassment out of the Sniper?
And in terms of the supports, is there the chance that we'll see that mid lane get ganked very early on? Or
top first, though.
Yeah,
they hit level 2 immediately.
Yang's on, in with the Who Stomp. There's that Voodoo Restoration ticking and keeping all Chicken healed, but it's not enough. The blast comes in with the Ether Shock, and First Blood goes the way of Fade.
I think for the most part, we're going to see static lanes. We might see Keen maybe make a rotation toward mid, but I don't think Vici's going to want to change their lanes at all. Maybe if Fade sees some like crazy opportunity where he can, but unlikely. I think this top matchup is excellent for them. He's going to be able to give Yang a great start in this game, and another double stun comes out, but just for some last hits. They did not hesitate at all in that top matchup, though. They hit level 2, and it was an instant go. We've seen that a lot now from teams. Whoever hits level 2 first, you make the aggressive stance and claim that dominance in the lane.
I mean, yeah, they're crushing it up top. 12 for 5 on Yang. Old Chicken, only 6 CS at the moment. Bottom. Get the Jackal, they're looking for DY. They'll be able to slam him down. Keen Gaming will finish off the kill.
Ooh.
Paparazi unable to do enough to push them back and off the support as DY.
And interesting, too. Sure, they blocked the hard camp this time, but this creep actually might be a bit of a difference maker down bottom. There's an Alpha Wolf Eaten. So with that increased attack speed for the Wind Ranger, it's quite a significant amount of damage between these two. See 54 plus 16 already up on Old 11 with that increased attack speed, too. So not something you see too often. Sure, it's a creep that's still very highly valued, but not in the laning phase. It's usually one of those later creeps that you get on.
Yeah, DY. It's got to be careful. Trading hits is never going to be nice with these two.
No, definitely not.
And the same situation as sort of top because of that. Down bottom, Razor, farm isn't too great. Sure, he's getting a few denies in there, but the last hits aren't rolling in. The mid lane matchup, 15 for 2 against 13 for 3, staying very even at the moment between Ori and Yi.
Yep, just a bit of that harassment coming out. I mean, Ori's been getting a lot of headshot procs actually on Yi. Saw like 3 or 4 before when he stepped up. So he's actually going to have to bring out some more regen. Actually, the bottle is finished, at least for Yi.
And Fade will be able to make sure that pull doesn't continue to be being made up top. Making sure that Vici Gaming can hold that lane in a good position.
scary lane for Keen whenever they do step up versus the Centaur and the Shadow Shaman. It's very unlikely that you're going to get a kill on this whenever you're in a Drow lane. Like, Drow does not really threaten too many kills until you get those levels out, so top Keen does have to be a bit afraid whenever they do step up too far. If anyone gets caught by Disable, they're likely to die.
By just making it pretty much impossible for Dark to get any sort of pull going bottom lane.
There's a stack there, though, already. Triple stack on that hard camp up top.
Yeah, not something that Keen can really clean out anytime soon, though, with their heroes.
We might see some more rotations around those like 2-minute marks now, since Ori has identified that there's a bottle in that mid lane. But top,
he gets left on his own, and Old Chicken just gets run down. As soon as sort of Dark steps away to make the pull to the small camp, there's no hesitation from Vici Gaming. Bottom lane as well, DY moving in towards Kaka. Paparazi tries the static link. Old 11's able to break it with that win run. Now they turn back towards DY. DY keeps the distance, and he will be fine.
A lot of damage coming out within these two. Like we were saying with that Alpha Wolf, it really does start to build up, but this top lane is an absolute disaster right now for Keen. This Centaur is full free farm with some kills to his name too. Yang gonna have an excellent time, and this Centaur is really a difference maker too in this draft. Like we were saying, the Stampede in this game is super threatening for everybody. Like the Razor just getting on top of heroes.
Bottom lane though, Keen get themselves another kill onto DY. The two of them chase him down and fight around the rune spawns. We'll be able to secure at least their 2-own down there. See Vici themselves get the 2 up top on Yang. Yang with that phase boots complete. We've seen the harassment be very good, and now with that phase boots, even easier to get in and have those hard-hitting punches against the squishy heroes. And Old Chicken, he needs help from Dark. He needs it ASAP. The paralyzing cast bounces do come in. He's got the phase boots, Yang.
He's got no boots.
Chase this down, and indeed Old Chicken cannot run himself away. He tries to block him off with the tree. It's not going to be able. As Vici Gaming just destroying Old Chicken's game.
He just spam pinged up there too. He's definitely feeling a little bit of that frustration coming in.
I mean, what do they do? Do they bring an extra support up there? Do they swap the lanes around? How do they get space? Or does he have to now start considering going to the jungle super early?
He might have to. I think he might just do that right now. Yeah, he is.
Oh, now, now Dark will be able to juke him. Heads down. He has got a TP. He's going to go for the best bet and just continue to run away. That will manage to get himself out of there. But yeah, this lane entirely Yang's. All the farm in the world for this Centaur now, and they can begin to get more pressure onto that tier 1 Terra Keen. It's unlikely that Keen's going to send much up here to hold back.
Yeah.
Bottom.
Paparazi getting pressured though.
He is going to try and go for the link, but he's very low. He'll fall same time up top. Yang will get the kill onto Dark, but Paparazi going down. As well as this top lane is going for Vici Gaming, Keen are definitely making some magic happen down bottom.
For sure. But their other 2 lanes not going that great. I mean, Ori's doing, it's pretty even in the mid matchup, but yeah, this Centaur is going to be such a big problem. He's going to have a Vanguard and phase boots so early in this game, and I'm already, like, the damage issues can definitely be there for Keen. The Drow, sure, you can still pump out that damage, but you need those levels, and she is getting slowed down so much from all this.
See Dark as well, he's just trying to get something out of this, get some sort of XP, soaking up the waves.
It's only level 4 though. I mean, level 4 is pretty decent, but the two heroes up here are both level 5. They're going to claim this tower.
Just try for the deny, won't get it. As Vici Gaming get the hit on the tower with the creeps.
Now with the tower dead top, you can start making invasion plays. So we do see the wards already prepped out from Keen to try to defend versus, so Fade.
Oh, he does sort of just walk in, has the Hex to stop some of the damage, but now he's out of it. Old Chicken will turn, and with Maledict on Fade, Fade will go.
Yeah, they know that's going to be warded now for sure. That's a good ward though by Keen to defend the Drow.
Oh, on 11. Sniping down DY with a power shot. I mean, every time the DY and Paparazi try and leap forward for a play with the static link, Keen Gaming is just turning it around at this bottom. They have to be careful with this Razor and Grimstroke, because it seems this combination, when they're sort of falling behind, they can't kill these 2 heroes. These 2 heroes will just turn and burst down DY every time. He's incredibly squishy.
Yeah, I mean, this Alpha Wolf is really making such a big difference. It's really interesting to see. And the Wind Ranger is doing pretty decent in the lane. 2-0-2, 24 last hits, but now Fade.
Yeah, there's the catch out. Fade catching Old 11 by surprise. Will set up for a bit of vengeance from Vici Gaming, as they will finally kill off Old 11 in that lane. Who've been having a pretty good time so far in terms of harassing the Razor.
I mean, Fade had an insane game last game, and right now he's already going to be getting close to level 6 on Shadow Shaman pre-10 minutes. And no slowdown whatsoever. Goes bottom, gets a kill, smokes, looks for another. Kaka just outside of breaking that smoke range.
See if they can find 2 heroes at the moment around mid. There is Dark by the side of Yi. And that will dispel the smoke. They'll look towards Dark, as they will try and get an easy kill. Assassinate in. Kill goes the way of Ori as well. He'll be happy with that one. Now, Keen Gaming, see if they can get something in return. They have got the 6 on 11. So with that focus fire, they'll kill off DY. I mean, DY continuing to die time and time again on this Grimstroke.
Yep. And what, that's the 4th one, right, for him? So he's going to be the hard 6 roll this game, as we'll see Fade take a lot more of that farm on the Shadow Shaman. Already level 6. So Serpent Ward's pre-10 minutes. They can definitely look for a tower push. They have seen it, though. The Ward did spot the Shadow Shaman bottom, hitting level 6. And Yang does have the Vanguard finished, and he also, if he wants to, he has a quad stack in the camp right next to him.
It's still there, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a full 4 stack right now. And Old Chicken would love to be able to farm that, as he is doing a triple stack, or is that a quad stack? Quad stack right now.
Yeah, he's got some
another one.
Good stacks to clean up too. Bottom lane, Keen Gaming bringing in extra numbers. In fact, a 4th hero as well. If they want to get the pressure on, take this tier 1 tower. Fade and Paparazi have to be careful.
Haste rune on the puck too. This is their time to shine. They need to start making plays with this puck.
See, Yi charging in. They'll get their eyes onto Paparazi. Hex will be out, as well as the Serpent Wards drop down onto 11. The Dream Coil from Yi holds the 2 of them down. Static Link as well onto 11, taking a lot of damage from the Serpent Wards, but will get himself away as 11 will salve up. They have lost Dark on the Witch Doctor as the fight kicks around the rune spawns. Vici Gamer will grab the bottom one. They'll be able to head over and get the other one too. And these 2 at least away from Keen Gaming. Old Chicken is able to pick up the ones up top though.
Man, they have a haste rune, and just because the Shadow Shaman's level 6 so early, just drop Serpent Wards, and they actually can't go for a dive play, even with the full rotation coming out. Vici was very prepared for that. They've put all 4 of their first obs wards down bottom, just emphasizing they want to try to control their tier 1 tower in these first 10 minutes, just identifying that early game.
Kaka, Infernal Blade, power shot from Olen will do him with the focus fire as well under Paparazi. They can look for both of them. Keen Gaming, Old 11 and Kaka, this lane together, it's worked out absolutely beautifully. It really has.
Yeah, I mean, Kaka's super farm too. He's above the Drow Ranger in farm.
304 on the Doom, 314 on the Wind Ranger. This lane duo showing a lot of potential and something that we don't see any of the other teams do.
Yep. Yang, in the meanwhile, will clear that quad camp that was up top, though, on that Centaur. So full Vanguard, and he's almost got a Crimson Guard on top, too. So he will be very strong, and that's the kind of the sacrifice he took instead of showing up to fight bottom. And bottom tower is cleaned up by Old 11.
More money for him. On top of that Javelin, he's going to get that first sort of damage item out very quickly. Any sort of control plus a focus fire will kill pretty much everyone apart from the Centaur at the moment. I mean, even the Centaur with a +1. It's a lot of damage from this Wind Ranger.
He has to be very careful to almost never focus fire Centaur in the game. He will kill himself. I've seen that way too many times. So it does have to worry about, watch out for that until later stages, or unless he's next to the Vlads maybe of the Doom, which I think Kaka does have. That could maybe be a little bit extra sustained. But anybody else, for sure, that focus fire will kill them.
12 minutes in. Only a 1K lead for Vici Gaming. Definitely looking a lot better for Keen this time round in comparison to game 1.
Yeah.
They've got something good going.
And Old Chicken has been able to give him time to recover. That's the big thing, too. He was level 4. He had to go to jungle. He's almost level 9 now. And he's got a triple stacked Ancients for himself, too. So this Drow Ranger is going to be completely caught back up in the game after cleaning this out. So Vici, they have to start doing something, but DY down bottom again.
It's going to be another casualty, surely. He's trying his best to juke through the trees. And with the TPR, will he make it? One more touch will do it. Old Lemon's got it. He's in, takes the kill. Maelstrom complete, 12 minutes in on this Wind Ranger.
Look at this again. Keen, no hesitation. They see Paparazi, and they just keep wanting to shut down this Razor.
See if they can get the jump on him.
Playing it
safe, yeah. He's keeping himself in that side shop, and he's out with the TP.
That's like the wave you never... That's like the risky wave right there. You see that one all the way by the small camp. You usually don't want to push so far up there.
Old Chicken. Mid, there's the Stampede, closing the gap, instant Hex, Serpent Wars down, Fade picks up the kill, they're already getting the final touch. Wars down in position to help clean up the tower as well. These are the sort of plays that you've got to be careful of. I mean, Old Chicken, for the most part, he's been stuck in the jungle, comes out, and there's no hesitation. Vici Gaming Stampede, and he's gone.
It's always going to be a hard game versus a Centaur when you're Drow Ranger at this type of start. You're just going to get ran at constantly, but at least you're amping up your teammates, and once you get your levels built out, will be able to deal a decent amount of damage as long as you have frontliners, which is still the concern for me for Keen. their front line is still pretty weak if they do just get ran at by Vici, and Vici's front line has a Crimson Guard. So he can definitely just look to pierce through. But old 11, this Wind Ranger, 4-1-4.
He's making it work so far. It's just they have to keep finding themselves, making plays where they're not 5v5. As you say, it's all about pickoffs for Keen Gaming, splitting up the map, getting these solo kill potentials, which this Wind Ranger has a huge amount of with the Phase, Maelstrom, Blightstone.
Yeah, definitely, and these could be the big kills. I mean, down bottom, they have information of this. They saw Yang farming this.
Keep this pace up, find these pickoffs, see if they can get Yang. Yang silenced up, Doom's dropped down. Yang, there is no help for him. As Yang will fall, can they get another? Dream Core's there onto Paparazi. He's quite deep underneath the tier 2 tower. So Keen Gaming will have to back up. TP's now coming in from Vici Gaming. Can Vici Gaming get a catch in response? Doesn't look like they can. Keen Gaming they're a pretty speedy bunch. They can get in, get out with the Scorched Earth, with the Wind Run, a lot of ways to back away once Vici Gaming responds.
They're playing their draft as they should, though. They're playing it very fast-paced, high tempo to not let Vici get any breathing room with this Drown Ranger. But now Kaka, they have held his ground a little bit too long farming that jungle and will get punished. He stayed way too far in. The rest of his team was already starting to back away. I guess maybe they were trying to secure some of those bounties, but gets punished for it.
Take that.
And for Vici Gaming, what sort of is the next big item pickup, would you say, that's going to allow them to then start and play and push in a way that Keen Gaming can't really deal with? Dark picked off down bottom.
I think they can look to just start taking fights whenever.
Like
they've got Aether Lens on Shadow Shaman. The catch is definitely going to be there. They don't have the blink on Centaur, but with this Crimson Guard, they're so strong.
They could just run in, and as you say, with that cast rate, they get the Hex. Who's going to be attempted, but the Waning Wrist Silence is there, slowing down the aggression, but the Shackles out onto the puck, catch him out. Now 11 trying to turn here with Kaka, but the stun's out onto Kaka. Kaka cannot escape. They'll look towards Yang. Crimson Guard held him in out a little bit. He's walked back in. He got hexed again. He gets hexed up. Fade was ready. As 11 dies, there'll be a buyback from Yi for this. See if he can actually catch anyone. He does have a Dream Coil.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Focus firing the Centaur. It can really just kill you when you just hit that Retaliate over and over again. And Old 11 actually mostly dies to that. Very painful. And that's what we're talking about, right? Like Vici, they are ready to just fight. They've got Crimson Guard on Centaur. This guy has no fear at the moment. And
we'll see this attempt again. As it started, this wraparound from Yang, instantly moving in with the Stampede, and these Hexes just sort of forcing the fight very early on. Fade with so much control on this Shaman. We see him being the reason they get that first kill. He's also the reason that they just make sure that Old 11 can't get in and get out.
Oh, look at this focus fire, though. Look at 11's health. Oh, no. Oh. We knew it was going to happen at least once in this one. As they will also lose. They lost Yi again in the mid lane. A quick rotation coming out from Vici. They just catch him with the Aether Lens.
There's this combo Fade just setting up from such a far range.
What did Kyle said, what, 2 deaths on the puck, right? That's the second death, and he's not, and look at where his net worth is. It's been completely stagnated in this game, and Vici's claiming it complete control. Just looking harder and harder now for Keen, just to take, because they can't take the fights. The 5-man fights
they really
so difficult.
They don't have the reach that Fade does, and they're also squishy. You get hexed, you're gonna die.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dark, looking into one another here. DY. Get the Soulbind out. They've got the 2-man control. Fade just loving life there with the Soulbind Shackles combination. As they'll surely get both Stampede used to help chase down Kaka. The Doom is dead. And Old 11, what's he doing?
Oh, he was going for Ori in the back.
That was not the play. Just running in, hands off the keyboard, going in with the focus fire after you've lost 2-3 heroes. I mean, there's 4 dead currently on Keen Gaming. Very disjointed play, and that will get punished by Vici Gaming's 4-man, 5-man pushes.
And they've got wards up still, too. So that 6K gold lead will go up to that 7K very quickly, and what a series of events in the last few moments. Puck now finally has the Blink Dagger out, but that's not where you want to be on a Puck in this game. You want to be involved in like 6, 7, 8 kills or something this early on, but only 1, 2, and 2 on the Puck right now in this game, just been completely stopped and halted by Vici.
Keen Gaming have just tried something a little different. It's have flashy elements in the lanes with that bottom lane going well. But when it comes to actually sort of playing Dota as it has been at this tournament, their lineup's just so hard to utilize.
I mean, look at Yang. He's very tanky, but he's up versus 3. Gets doomed with a Death Ward. That's a dead Centaur this time.
I get the pick.
3 ultis for him, though. They just used all 3 of them to bring down that beefy Centaur.
Still a 6K lead for Vici Gaming. Ori holding the top spot. And this Shaman Fade, as was said by the panel, had such a good game last game, and this game just continuing to be such a playmaker.
Yeah, he's been having he's just been beasting it. About to have Blink Dagger finished up level 12 too.
Oh yeah, man, good luck not getting Hex then.
Yeah, not getting double Hex too. I mean, we've seen DY. He doesn't care about if he dies. He's just gonna run in and try to get that soulbind off for the teammates to get their double ultimates or double grabs or whatever it be off.
Yeah, they've somehow got to get on top of him, stop him from being able to get all his spells off. But it's so hard with their lineup.
Yeah, they have the front line, and they have ways to kite.
Yeah.
They have Stampede. Centaur being one of the best units, best heroes in the game to be able to just disengage or re-engage depending on how you assess the situation. Paparazi now has BKB finished. Although he's had a little bit of a struggle in the game, he's still 3-2-5 and still top 3 net worth.
And this is the power of Vici Gaming with their lineup. They just 5-man smoke. Whoever they find, they're going to die. They're going to get the kill.
I mean, sure, Old Chicken level 15 caught up very well on this Drow Ranger, but anybody who gets grabbed is pretty much instantly dead, and there's no Doom for 50 seconds.
Vici Gaming is looking semi-prepared, grouped up as 4, but they'll now walk into the fight. Dark tries to go for a Maledict, doesn't hit anyone. Yang charges past, goes for the Who Stop. Serpent Ward's dropped down as well by Fade. Yi will look towards Fade. He has the Crimson Guard buff, won't be enough to save him. They do kill the Shaman, but they've lost 2 in the jungle as it's a double kill for Paparazi. Yang is moving in. Can he cancel any TPs? He can. Old 11 caught out by the Who Stop. He's not getting out of it. He'll try and run away, but an Assassinate is in. All he can do is sort of hide and hope that they do not find him. He's going to try his best to juke him out, but he's getting pinged. They know exactly where he is. We'll get a shackle out, but it's not enough to do anything in response to this move from Vici Gaming as they get another. Losing Fade, but taking so much from Keen Gaming.
Him and Kaka both ported to the Shrine. They're both trying to do the efficiency play so they can keep playing on the map, but longer TP for Old 11, and it actually causes him to die because of it. That would have started to go down a little bit, though, off of that one. Even though Vici were able to get so many kills. The bounty runes did go for Keen. But we're continuing to see these team fights are just so impossible for Keen. They just get jumped on every single time. I think Fade got the initiation that time again. He got the Blink Hex on the puck right before the fight started, and from then on, it's like, oh my god, Keen just has to full disengage because they don't have their Doom available. If they have Doom, maybe they can try to look for something, but even then, it's still just way too much team fight from Vici.
Vici's got the blink on Yang too as well, so another method of getting in.
And a BKB finished up on the sniper now too, so yeah, lots of different tools, and they can look to just take another fight immediately right after this.
Kaka's also got his blink on the Doom.
Okay.
So they can, at least instantly sort of take someone out of the fight if Kaka does get a successful jump in. They're going to try and do something big with that reveal. They're smoked up as 4, all ults available on Keen Gaming's lineup.
They have to get something big out of it, but they're playing into double BKBs, and Yang is the only one really showing his face. He's kind of asking for it.
He's not the one they want to go at all. They want to try and get someone else behind him. But the positioning from Vici Gaming is making it very hard for Keen to find that opening.
And now it's their turn to smoke up and try to look for a fight directly at them, but they actually don't have a smoke on them at the moment. They kind of grouped up like they were looking for it, but... How's the BKB looking for Old Chick? He's still quite a ways away, so he just gets collapsed on so easily for this Drow Ranger is still the problem. And they still, their front line is it's Kaka, and he's not very tanky still. Sure, 1600 HP with that 17 armor, but that's not really where you want to be at this point versus this high damage lineup of Vici. As he is, like we said, the only tanky one.
So they can catch any of them up top. Old 11, win run, he's into the trees, try for the TP up, but Fade's found it with Yang. They'll catch the Wind Ranger. Old 11 caught out once again after having such a good start. He has now died many times in a row as they keep hunting him down, keep catching him. So much disable, 1 Hex and he's gone.
They're trying to get the split push going though. Puck immediately goes bottom, pushes out. We see also mid lane, Kaka starts pushing. I believe they popped Drower actually earlier than that all happened. And Old Chicken just continue to the Ancients, trying to get an item so that he can actually protect himself. Really needs BKB for those disables. But now, Vici, off that pick-off, they can easily just go for a Roche.
Keen at least able to find something in trade. In fact, Yang has TP'd in. Knows that Yi is still around, tries for the Blind Blink Who Stomp, but will not catch him. We'll get Dark, though. Dark around the shrine. Fade also coming over just in case they could find Yi, but Yi's out of there. Still now, Vici Gaming, they can push with this Aegis. Look to take the final 2 outer towers off the map away from Keen. There's still that tier 1 and the tier 2 for the taking down bottom.
Man, Dark's trying so hard to win the vision game for his team. Look at all the, he's done this the whole game too, and multiple games that I've seen Keen play is just the overabundance of sentry wards to try to come back and control areas, but still not quite able to versus Vici's. He did get rid of all their wards though, except for that one that's in the top side.
Invisibility.
But Vici, looking at their stance, they're still feeling super confident, especially with this Aegis. You will be able to quickly blink away.
King Gaming's best interest just to avoid them at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe see if they can get the tier 1 tower up top or on the middle lane. It's hard though. Vici Gaming keeping both the middle and the bottom heavily pushed out. There's the BKB now for the Drow. So finally we might be able to see King Gaming take a fight with their Drow.
This is a tough place to fight though. Vici has claimed this area for a while now. You have to imagine they have sentries and wards everywhere. So do they go for a super long wraparound? Because walking up this hill could be suicide.
It's very risky already. The smoke dispels on Dark. They know that there's trouble up here. Instant D-ward as well. King Gaming well aware that Vici Gaming are around this area. And with that information, they're not going to even try and head over here. They're going to just look to secure the top 2 bounty runes.
I think it's like way too tough when you know that Vici's been set up. You know they're going to have wards all over the place and you're walking blindly into a high ground. Into an Aegis too.
Yeah, this is not an area of the map that Vici Gaming can go.
Keen, we will see Yi now start to cut the bottom wave a little bit here. It is a catapult wave though, so that one siege creep will continue to push forward through, but we'll cut the next one as well. They pop their Drower as well, so you see them, they're trying to push the lanes out, trying to push out the side lanes in response rather than actually taking the fight down bottom, but they've got Serpent Wards. Vici's gonna threaten.
Straight up to the high ground, and here we go. King Gaming. What's going to be the play against this? What's their answer?
And they get to the back lines. Ori's just being a sniper.
He's straight in. Jump away with a Who Stomp. He's immediately on top of the Drow. There's no buyback. EA went in on the BKB budgets. They'll lose the Witch Doctor. Dark does have the buyback. But Yang just able to walk in, blink on top of the Drow, and Old Chicken's gone. So direct. Yang again, nearly getting another jump onto Dark. Dark will be able to cancel the Who Stomp with a paralyzing cast. But Vici Gaming just able to walk in and get a set of racks.
Just like that.
A mistake there from the Drow. Placement not great from Old Chicken. Doesn't have money for buyback. And suddenly there are racks up now. The lead was already there, of course, for Vici Gaming, but now it's even greater.
If you get caught by one disable without that BKB, so much damage come out. There's just way too much burst from Vici, and that was kind of a freebie for them.
I don't think, yeah, Vici Gaming expected the siege to be as easy as that was. A Yang making it look very simple.
He just feels so, he feels so free, right? As the Centaur, he's so tanky. He doesn't have to worry about anyone. Like, they don't have to worry about the other frontliner. That's what we keep reiterating over and over again is Keen. Their fight, how do they start the fight? The puck has to pretty much just blindly go in and start the fight, but they don't really have the team fight to back it up, as we were talking about too. Vici just has, they have their bases covered. And they even got defensive items now too. We have DY has a full Glimmer, Fade after that Blink and that Aether has a Force Staff. While we look at Keen, Dark of course is going to be poor on the Witch Doctor because he's buying all the wards, but Kaka has to go for Blink, he has to go for these other plays. They can't actually have any defensive items to try to save their Drow. The Drow is the one with the defensive capabilities with the Hurricane Pike.
We see here as well how good of a game Yang is having.
Yeah.
Started off with that top lane where they were absolutely beasting it.
They have Serpent Wards up again in 4 seconds, and they still have their Aegis. They're keeping this one ranged creep alive up top right now.
With the MKB on Ori, they have all the punching power required to take the sort of fight and break into that high ground.
They have mid pushing in now as well, so they have an extra creep wave. Yang's actually just looking to hunt. The scan was successful. Picks up a full pipe now, and they're just gonna go. They're just gonna go onto that high ground soon.
And Dagon is there on Yi, but against this pipe aura and these tanky heroes, it's not going to do a whole lot unless he can find Ori. But even then, with the BKB, Ori's going to be quick to respond.
I mean, Ori's just had, he's had a really free time in this game. He's 6-0 and 10, but it doesn't feel like he's been super involved. He's just been getting the cleanup kills from his team. He's just been getting the assassinates to the cleanup or just sitting in the back and peeping away. And he's got a full MKB. He's going to be hurting so much. And
there's the jump again. Instantly in with the Who Stomp. They find that puck. The initiation, the jumps from Vici Gaming, they're getting away with it every single time. Response is just not quick enough from King Gaming, and they don't have the heroes to withstand this sort of aggression.
They're going for the wraparound here. They're trying to find Ori. The Hex is gone.
What they gonna do? But again, the Hex is out. Kaka, he's got a blade mail, but he just gets melted. That's a dead Doom, a dead Wind Ranger, and a dead Witch Doctor. No buybacks available on either Kaka or Dark, as Vici Gaming up to the high ground. Another tier 3 tower taken. The mid-racks exposed. There was a buyback from Yi and Old 11, but trying to defend just 3 versus 5, they have to be so careful about doing so. Any sort of jump from either Yang or Fade is just an instant kill for Vici Gaming.
They were waiting for Ori to heal up. He backed up and actually life stole off some jungle creeps for now. He's back to full health after being doomed. 11's trying to get a wraparound here.
He's going to have to put the BKB and run himself away. It's Paparazi already with the static link. It's going to shut down any potential that Old 11 has in the mid. Again, Old Chicken just gets collapsed upon.
No BKB.
He's getting jumped every single time. He does at least have the money for the buyback, and fortification is there. 15 seconds and King Gaming will have the full line of backup. Yi jumps in, 3-man Dream Corridor. They have the follow-up, the Crimson Guard pop. Kaka's just trying to walk into the midst of it all with the Blade Mail. Fade falling low, but they've lost Old 11. The Wind Ranger's dead. Kaka's gone as well. Old Chicken pots the BKB, tries to go for the silence, but he's doing no damage at all. The Crimson Guard buff, keeping the Razor fine and safe to allow him to dive in. Paparazzi's BKB's back up. The Sniper's dead. They're all dying. Dark's gone. They'll find the whole team. GG is called. Vici Gaming take game 2 and take the series. Once again, a very, very dominant showing from them. They just seem to have King Gaming's number. King Gaming tried something a little different in this game.